coming over from France for religious freedom.
Then later destroyed by the Spanish.
We are here at the first French settlement in the New World.
This is Fort Caroline.
Fort Caroline was the first French settlement in the New World. The settlement was located at the mouth of the St. Johns River, near present-day Jacksonville, Florida.
The St. Johns River was originally called the River of May because the French arrived at the inlet on the 1st of May in 1562.
The exploratory expedition from France was led by Jean Ribault and René Laudonnière.
The expedition was commissioned by King Charles IX as a commercial venture. Because of the Civil War in France, the settlement also became a safe haven for French Protestants known as the Huguenots.
Ribault set sail in February of 1562 and arrived in Florida in May of 1562. When they arrived, they were greeted by the Timucuan Indians.
They formed a friendship with the Indians because they needed help farming, while the Indians were hoping to form a military alliance with the French.
In 1564, René de Laudonnière returned with 200 craftsmen and soldiers to establish a permanent settlement.
That's cool. Did you know that some of the reasons for joining Laudonnière were adventure, religious freedom, and rumors of gold and silver?
We learned that the first year for the colonists was very difficult. Famine was a major problem, and many of the French died of starvation. After the relationship with the Timucuan got worse, the colonists resorted to stealing food to survive.
The natives had been there in the area for thousands of years before the colonists came. The sad news is that because of the combination of disease brought by the Europeans and fighting, the Indians were wiped out of Florida within 200 years of the colonists' arrival.
After the permanent settlement was created, Philip II, King of Spain, found out about the French presence in Florida and was furious. He immediately sent Pedro Menendez to remove the colony in 1565.
Menendez stationed his troops in Florida. He established the oldest continuously occupied city in the United States, St. Augustine.
The French soon learned of St. Augustine and planned a surprise attack. Ribault and all of the colony's healthy soldiers sailed down the coast to destroy the Spanish settlement.
A hurricane foiled their plans. The ships and the crew were washed ashore about 18 miles south of St. Augustine.
The Spanish jumped at this opportunity to attack Fort Caroline. They sent 500 soldiers marching through the driving winds and rain to capture the now unguarded settlement.
During the attack, about 140 Frenchmen were killed. Laudonnière, along with 40 to 50 others, escaped and sailed back to France. The Spanish spared only 60 women and children.
After capturing the fort, the Spanish sailed south and found Ribault and his shipwrecked crew struggling to survive. Menendez still viewed the Frenchmen as enemies, even though they begged him for mercy.
This area today is known as Matanzas, the Spanish word for massacre. Menendez detained the French and took them to a small inlet where he killed 350 of them. Only those professing to be Catholic were saved.
The French never again tried to challenge the Spanish for control of Florida.